Hello again, YouTube. This is the Truth Man. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping, All Subjects channel. On this one, we got some videos coming today. Y'all already know. We're going to do most of them in the beginning stages of the day. What I mean by the beginning stages, for me, that's before 3 o'clock. So, people really been paying attention to the things, the money series, the things that us in the 99% should be doing. I got plenty more, so I'm gonna get back to that. I got so many different things that the rest of us should be doing that I know works from doing it. And some of the attitudes that we should have to get ahead, to get on track financially. The first thing, and y'all hear me saying this all the time, don't listen to people who try to keep you where you are. Don't listen to people like when you start wising up and you talking wisely, they try to bring you back to where you are. Wisdom is progressive. Wisdom is something that in the learning person is a continuous thing. But people be like, yeah, but you broke though. Yeah, but you had to file bankruptcy. Yeah, but you don't own a house. Yeah, but. And content creator, Angry Man, he was doing that, what I'm talking about. So, if y'all don't know, Angry Man be doxing people. Like, he be having people dox people, looking up their social security number. But let me show you how dumb he is doing that. If they find out that he did that, that's a felony. They can file an internet crimes claim on him, and they'll come get him. They'll come get him, especially in New York, because it's a lot of FBI agents in New York, so it wouldn't be a problem for them to call up one of the agents in New York. I wouldn't be surprised if he don't even live in New York. He probably live in North Carolina or somewhere. But he does that, talking about people with bad credit and this, that, and the other. That don't got nothing to do with what happened in Montgomery either. And I'm putting him on the grill today. That's going to be one of the videos. So, he always finds a way. This is what's crazy to me, man. He always finds a way to side and take up for white folks. They don't need you to take up for them. They do not need, they don't like you either. I know you want to believe they do, but they don't like you either. The ones that don't like me don't like you. But he can't see that though. And I'm also throwing his followers on the grill too. Because I was reading them comments in the chat, man, them dudes some Stevens, man. Them Clayton Bigsby's for real. But let's get back on subject. So, the first thing, like I said, is don't let people keep you where you are or where you don't need to be with their words. And because that's what they'll do. Like for instance, if you married to somebody that's like not with you like that, and you having financial problems, that's gonna be, they always gonna bring that up. Everything you say, and they always gonna try to bring that up. But you know what's crazy to me is how people can bring stuff up, but they be in a position that where they can help you. Don't listen to them. That's the next thing. Do not listen to people who could have helped you, could have supported your business, could have did this, could have did that, and didn't. In fact, I would watch how much I talk to them in general. Because here's what I noticed with some people I know. They'll be like unconsciously used by the devil against you. they'll be saying things that they don't realize that the devil is trying to talk to you through them. And this is why I tell y'all all the time, just because somebody related to you, just because somebody dealing with somebody that's related to you, do not make them family. That don't make them family, man. It's what they do that makes them family. Let me show you something that'll show you that somebody is not family. If it's some support that they could give you, that they give somebody else, that's one of the things right there. That's one of the things right there. You a preacher, but they don't support your ministry. They know you not a hypocrite, but they want to believe you are because they know you. See, here in Milwaukee, I'm going to show you something. These people are personality driven for real. If you ever want to see personality driven, it's some of these Milwaukee folks, man. And I'm telling you, like, if you get successful, the same people that was talking down on you, had a problem with you, they'll be trying to act like y'all was cool. That's what they do here. I'm telling you. You say that's what they do everywhere. Not as much as here. It's blatant here. Like, people won't call you. They won't deal with you. But if you get successful or you get famous or something, now all of a sudden they looking up your number on the internet. Well, I looked you up, man. I just wanted to see how you doing. I'll hang up in your face. And I don't even believe in hanging up on people. But I'll hang up on somebody that try to do that. So the next thing is, and we talked about this in previous broadcasts, but I want to reiterate it. Do things that are humbling to get extra money. Like collecting cans. Don't be throwing them aluminum cans away. And some of y'all towns is bottles. We talked about this. Bottles. Clean the building. Y'all got cleaning services in your town. You get off at 3 o'clock. We talked about this. Go on and do that. You say, I'll never work at McDonald's. I got a college degree. For extra money, if you got a McDonald's by your house, man, go ahead and do some part-time hours and make the money come up missing. Make the money come up missing. Here's another thing. We might have to cut back on expenses. Remember the humility. You might have to buy you a cheap car. And when you get the money to buy the cheap car, give that car back that you have and file bankruptcy. You say, you telling people to file bankruptcy. What's more important to you? Having money or looking like you got money? Man, save up, or if you get your taxes and go get you a little $4,000 car. And once you do, that little $700, $800 car you got, go ahead and give that back if that's what's causing you to be broke. And look, you can be like, okay, you got $700, right? That you paying on the car. You could give that car back, file bankruptcy, and pretend like you still got that note, only you saving the money. Some of y'all just got the cars I'm talking about. So you still got 4 years left. Imagine if you gave that money to yourself for 4 years. $700 for 4 years. 4 years. That's what? 8,400 times 4. That is $36,600. You ain't checked the check. You get that. So That's another thing. Like, y'all be worried about what people gonna say. This is what you do. If you do what I'm telling you, like, you know that car note is breaking you, wait till you get another car and then give it back. And when people say stuff to you, just pull out that money. Matter of fact, keep it in your wallet. Or keep it somewhere. Well, I wouldn't keep it on you, especially if you're in a bad area. But if you go around, you go to a get together, and somebody be like, why would you give up that nice car for that? Pull out that money. Because think about it. If you save it for 5 months, that's going to be $3,500. Pull out that money. Why would you get that car back? Sometimes you got to show people. Pull out the money and show them why you gave it back. So that's what I mean by do those things that are humbling. And some of y'all, that's moving. It's only you. And you got a 3-bedroom apartment. $1,800 a month. And in your town, you could get you 1 or 2 bedrooms for $1,000, $1,200. Find a smaller apartment, right? Find a smaller apartment in a decent area. Get that apartment and bank those savings too. So think about it. If you get in a smaller place, then let's say something that's $400 less, $600 less, and you gave a high car back, you was paying $700. If you save that money, you had like $1,000 extra every month. Now you gonna have some fun. Remember that song in the 80s? I'm gonna have some fun. That's gonna be you. So, another thing, we talk about this, but I gotta reiterate it. Cut ties with people that's not with you. Don't waste no time, because you're gonna need your time to work and to play. And you don't play with kids that don't like you. You don't play with adults that don't like you. You play it by yourself. Like, I was talking to somebody that I grew up with, and we was talking about doing stuff by yourself. And this person went to the comedy show by themselves. It's a comedy show. It's fun. Why would you go to a comedy show with people who be talking down to you? Some things is funner by yourself. Think about it. You go out to eat and you by yourself and that food good and it's a couple crumbs left. You could be just like this. But you with somebody, they're going to be like, looking at you like, you good? You okay? So, cut ties. This might mean going to a different job. You say, but I hang with my coworkers, so they be talking about you. And when people talk about you, they don't tell you. I'm just trying to keep the peace. No, you ain't. You agreeing with the people that's talking about them. You agree with that stuff. And then look, the same people start distancing themselves from you. Like, people could be accusing you of all kind of stuff. I believe he gay. And they won't be telling you. And people will be believing it. And you don't even know. Because people be haters like that. If it's something about you that's exceptional, a hater is going to try to strip that thing away from you. So, you got to cut ties, man. You say, but I can't afford to make less. You're right. But you can afford to find your job to make more. You leave, just make more unless you got something else, more of something else, like freedom. Because you can build on freedom. If you got freedom, then you, like Mr. Legault, he lost like 5,000 subs. Because I came on there, people don't realize the effect that I have. They looking at those numbers as fake. I'm telling you, YouTube, Google told me over the phone that they freeze views, all the stuff they was telling me that they do when they think that a person has fake views. Like if your video go out there and they don't want you to be out there like that, and you get all these views. See what happened, like I told y'all, I didn't even know how to preach as good and know as much as I do now. And I still was out getting more views than TD Jakes, Joel Osteen, all of them, because it was a glitch. It was saying how many people was watching everybody's videos at that point. And so I'm like, okay, my view count's gonna be 10,000 tomorrow. I go on there the next day, 15, 19. So I called them for a while. They didn't answer the phone. I kept calling, kept trying. Like for months, years. I think it was almost a year. They finally answered the phone. And I told them, like, what's going on with these views? It was showing me how many views I was getting, but this not the views that I'm seeing. And they said, well, it's because sometimes we have to make sure those are not bots. Okay, do you make sure it's not bots with your favorite big YouTubers? So, yeah, man, you might have to leave that job that you've been on all that time and get you another job that pay more, that they don't know you. Sometimes people have to do that. So I'm gonna make two parts to this. The next thing that you have to do is clean house, clean garage, clean basement. What is it that you have that you don't use, you don't want, that you can sell to somebody else? You don't want it, so you can go as low as you want to go. You can go $1, you can go $10, you go 15, and then take that money and make it come up missing. You know where it is, but it's missing. In your mind, as far as you're concerned, it's missing. That's how you build your money up. That's how you build your money up. Y'all be feeling sorry for people. Where this at? Where this at? You should have money for this. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. But one thing I'm not gonna do is break myself trying to impress you. So, clean house, sell stuff. These people be having yard sales, and every yard sale I see, people be there. Like, I was gonna buy Bob, the punching bag, from a guy. And I came back later, it was already gone. He was selling it for $75. I was like, man, because that thing is expensive. I told y'all I'd be. So, we're going to make another part. Oh, here's another thing. And I know you heard this before. We'll say this on this one. We're going to come with another part with the notes. Pay yourself first. This is how people who do this have more money than their own bosses. If you pay yourself first, you be like, okay, set an amount. You can go by the day, by the week, by the year, by the month, however you want to do it. And just stick to it. Stick to it. You could do it. You could split it. Like you say, okay, I'm going to pay myself for recreation. And I'm going to pay myself for the future. So you could split it like that. And then that way you still having fun. You still doing stuff. You're not just sitting around. You don't want to completely delay gratification. So let's say you say, okay, well, I'm going to pay myself 10% for my future and 10% for my recreation. So that means like if you make $800, that's $80 that you're going to put up for your future and $80 that you're going to put up to do stuff, buy stuff like PS5 games, vacations, stuff like that. We got to start doing this because this is what they do. But we're going to come back. We'll be back with more. We're going to do one more part of this. I'm going to put Angry Man on the grill and his followers, Jock Rider and Jock Sniffers. And we got other stuff to come as well, Paul, so stay tuned.